Airmen from the 2nd Bomb Wing attend a pre-flight briefing at Barksdale Air Force Base, Louisiana, in preparation to launch 2 of 4 B-52H Stratofortresses. Destination RAF Fairford, England.
Shoots. Right now they're tracking 9 shoots, and I'm only tracking 7 per jet right now.
The 5,000 miles or a little over 8,000 kilometre journey is part of Bomber Task Force 25-1, filmed here November the 4th, 2024. The flight is expected to take 10 hours. However, there appears to have been an issue, and the planned 4-ship deployment of the long-range jet-powered strategic bombers almost straight away hits a problem. Here at Barksdale, the 2 bombers take off without a hitch. Registration 60-0008, named Lucky Lady, takes the lead and takes off first, quickly followed by 61-0010 Junkyard Dog. Both bombers follow a flight path which will take them over a series of American East Coast states, bordering the Atlantic Ocean, before heading across the Atlantic Ocean, turning somewhere near Nova Scotia, Canada. However, at some point over the East Coast, B-52H bomber 61-0010 Junkyard Dog turned back to Barksdale Air Force Base, Louisiana. No official United States Air Force comment was made regarding its return. 60-0008, named Lucky Lady, instead of flying directly to RAF Fairford, it diverted to the Nordic region in Northern Europe and conducted joint training with Finnish F-18 Hornets and Swedish JAS 39 Gripens. In a coordinated show of force, the fighter jets escorted the B-52H bomber across the Baltics before the B-52 headed to the United Kingdom to land at RAF Fairford. Meanwhile, back at Barksdale Air Force Base, B-52H Stratofortress 60-0024 was quickly deployed late evening 4th of November 2024. It was set on a direct course to fly to RAF Fairford. B-52H bomber 61-0010 Junkyard Dog had now returned to Barksdale Air Force Base with an assumed technical fault. So quite unexpectedly, and not quite the original deployment plan, B-52H bomber 60-0024 appears out of the mist at RAF Fairford, making it the first to arrive. This was the aircraft that took the place of 61-0010 Junkyard Dog, which returned to Barksdale soon after taking off with a technical issue. Four hours later, 60-0008, named Lucky Lady, arrives approximately 16:40 at RAF Fairford after conducting joint training with Finnish F-18 Hornets and Swedish JAS 39 Gripens across the Nordic and Baltic region of Europe. Later the same day at Barksdale Air Force Base, Louisiana, 20th Bomber Squadron B-52H crew members attend a pre-flight meeting on the 6th of November 2024 and will be the 4th bomber to join the Bomber Task Force 25-1. This is because the B-52H bomber 61-0010 Junkyard Dog has already fueled, with pre-flight checks completed and technical issue resolved, has taken third spot to launch and has departed for the second time, of course, to begin its deployment. The arrival at RAF Fairford B-52H 610010 Junkyard Dog brings a number of aircraft arrivals to 3, but more importantly, it shows the teamwork and professionalism of Global Strike Command's Barksdale Air Force Base crews to turn round and relaunch its aircraft after its technical issue. The arrival of the B-52H 610036 Immortal Soul completes the arrival of all 4 Bomber Task Force 25-1. The 4 B-52 American bombers stationed at RAF Fairford will be flying missions across Europe and beyond during their deployment at Gloucestershire Base in a powerful display of military might towards Putin's forces. Though it officially remains a Royal Air Force station, RAF Fairford is operated by the 501st Combat Support Wing of the US Air Force. It is the only designated strategic bomber forward operating location in Europe. RAF Fairford also has dedicated climate control hangars for B-2 Spirits. The B-52 bombers themselves can carry up to £70,000 or 32,000 kg of weapons and has a typical combat range of around 8,800 miles or 14,200 kilometres without aerial refuelling.
As you see behind me, we bring to the fight explosives, munitions. We're the ones who provide the boom for the aircraft that takes off. So today we are building GBU-38 version 1s. They are small bombs, 500 pounders. We're currently in the process of loading them.
Today, 15th of November 2024, the 20th Bomber Squadron B-52H crew members are up early for a mission brief. It's approximately 5:30 AM and RAF Fairford is already a hive of activity, with 20th Expeditionary Bomber Squadron aircraft maintainers completing munitions loading, refuelling and pre-flight maintenance checks. The B-52H air crews today will fly bombers 610036 Immortal Soul and 610010 Junkyard Dog. Once the 2 B-52s are airborne, they will rendezvous at dawn with Royal Danish Air Force F-16 AM Fighting Falcons and German Air Force Eurofighter Typhoon and conduct integration exercises. Later in the afternoon, the B-52s will conduct the first ever 558-pound high explosive weapons drop in the Cudgel Range in Lithuania. Lithuanian, Czech, Swedish and Norwegian Joint Terminal Attack Controllers within the training range also participated in the exercise.
Checking the light. Lighting only.
The B-52H crew keep a sharp lookout for Royal Danish and German Air Force fighter jets somewhere above the North Sea heading towards Denmark. After completing the integration exercise, the B-52Hs will be escorted to Lithuania to complete a high explosive weapons drop.
Today we took a really spicy mission where we took the bomb builds that were executed earlier this week, and we took 2 B-52s off out of Fairford, headed eastward, and went towards Lithuania. En route, we executed some dynamic targeting, followed by some air intercept training, and then we did the first ever B-52 high explosive weapons drop in the Cudgel Range in Lithuania. We did this alongside our allies and partners, and with that we are just showcasing our commitment to assuring our allies and deterring our adversaries.